Hey, hello again. Me back again to talk some more about A Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about Act 1, Scene 2, and we're going to be introduced to a whole host of new characters. Different set of characters that are involved in what we would call the subplot of the play. Okay, so the scene is set in a character called Peter Quince's house. Okay, and we have 6 characters that come in. They've got weird names. You just have to get over the weird names, honestly. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about if you pronounce them properly or not. Doesn't matter, okay? So, in Act 1, Scene 2, we are introduced to Quince, Snug, Bottom, Flute, Snout and Starveling, okay? And these characters are what's known as the mechanicals. Don't ask me why they're called the mechanicals. They're kind of craftsmen, men that work with their hands. And they've got together because the Duke has offered a prize for some performing company okay, so at his wedding, which is, remember, it's going to be in 4 days' time. This is the same day as the action that's just been happening. There's going to be the wedding of Duke Theseus and Hippolyta. Okay, and during the wedding party, there's going to be a competition for people to enter and perform something and win a prize of money. Okay, so these guys are kind of working class men. They all work with their hands, they're all craftsmen and tradesmen, and they have decided to get together and to try and create a play and perform it at the Duke's wedding in order to win this money. Okay, so this is the subplot, because it's kind of like a play within a play. So this is them practicing a play, which is called The Most Lamentable Comedy and Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe. Okay, so one of your tasks in the questions at the end of this is to find out the story of Pyramus and Thisbe and make a brief summary of it. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about that. It's up to you to find that out. Google is your friend, my friends. Okay. A lot of talking. Okay, so really, all that happens is this scene is they discuss the play that they're going to be wanting to put on and who's going to play each role. Okay, you're going to very quickly realise that there's one character in particular, called Bottom, who wants to be all the roles in the play. He wants all the roles. He thinks he'd be excellent at all of them. Very big character, very kind of larger than life kind of guy. We all know those kind of people. Likes being the centre of attention, doesn't know how to shut up. Okay, so the person who is trying to organise all of this is Quince. Okay, Quince is trying to organise everybody into which part they would be. Okay, and Bottom keeps interrupting him. So this is, remember that the Midsummer Night's Dream play is a comedy. So this is meant to be funny. Okay, it's meant to be funny. So don't take it too seriously. Okay, remember, if you're struggling with the Shakespearean language, you've got the English version there to look at. Okay, so start off with Quince is trying to create some kind of order, like I do at the start of the class. Let's all be quiet, let's listen, let's do a register. Quince is like, is all our company here? Is everybody here? And Bottom, very helpfully, tells him that he'd be better doing a register. Call them generally, man by man, according to the script. Okay? Like somebody telling me, Miss Hasty, why don't you just do the register? Thanks. Didn't think of that. Okay, so they've got the list of the group, and they call their names out, they do a roll call, and they say what the play is going to be called. Okay. La, 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 that's what happens. So Bottom then performs a poem because he wants to have all the roles, obviously. He has been he wants to sorry, I'm too busy laughing at what's in the play here and not enough teaching going on. Okay, so Bottom gets given the role of Pyramus. And he has some conversation about what kind of character Pyramus is, and therefore obviously it's a kind of like direction of how he should portray this character. So he's very full of himself. and then they give out the rest of the roles. And one of the things that you're going to pick up on is Flute is given the role of Thisbe. Thisbe is a woman. Pyramus and Thisbe are in love. There's a theme going on here. Do you recognise it? And Flute's like, oh no, I've got a beard coming. He's obviously young. He's not yet as old as some of the other guys, and so he's kind of fair skinned, smooth cheeked, so they're obviously wanting him to play the woman. Why? And you guys will know this answer because you did your research. Why have we got a man in a woman's role? You know the answer to this. Okay. I'm not going to tell you because I know that you know already. So, what's his name? Flute's going to be Thisbe. And then we've got somebody being the wall. Who's the wall? There's a wall and there's a lion. Bottom likes to make... He just wants to be everybody. So he's like, then tries to roar. So he'd frighten the ladies. And it's just like, no, just settle down. Enough. Okay. And... Is there anything else? That is really it. It's pretty short. It's not too complex. Basically, 6 guys meet. They're going to put on a play to perform at the Duke's wedding. It's called Pyramus and Thisbe, and they sort out who's going to be what role, and you get an idea of the character Bottom. When I ask you after video 3 about the main characters, include Bottom in that, but don't include the rest of the mechanicals. You don't need to talk about them, but you can include Bottom in your main character's role, because something happens to him as the play progresses. It's very much fun. Okay, I don't think I've missed anything in that. That's quite nice and short. It's not too complex. Hope you understood it. See you in a moment for video 3. I'll be back.